In funny gummies news,
Gummy Wummy.
submitted by Thup JK.
What up?
A 9-year-old accidentally shared her grandpa's marijuana gummies with her 5th grade class.
Come on, Gramps.
Chill class ever.
I like that giggle.
I heard marijuana gummies fuck you up.
Yeah, I heard it's strong
Yeah.
as shit.
I heard you could just eat 1 foot of it and it'll fuck you up.
I heard the opposite.
anything-
Like the foot on the bear. The teddy
Yeah,
bear.
the foot of the bear.
Yeah.
I could be quiet. I was literally reading about this shit because I have really bad insomnia.
Yeah.
So like I've never smoked weed, done anything, but I'm at a point now where I need to get sleep. And I heard that if
I can come to your house and be like, bam, knock you out real quick.
you're too fucking sweet to do that shit, and you have a baby to worry
I
about.
think she would do it. For you, I think she'd do it.
I've never heard that before.
Hit me in the fucking face right now.
I just got my nails.
Yeah, but I heard, so when you sleep induced with like CBD or some shit, it's actually a really, really deep sleep.
Oh.
So that's like some shit that I need. If you can't tell, I got some huge bags under my eyes lately. Like I haven't been able to sleep. Like my insomnia's been killer right now. So I was thinking about taking this shit, but if you take edibles and if it's processed by your liver, like the effect is substantially higher. So whenever you take edibles versus actually inhaling and smoking it, it's 2 different things. So that ingestible is crazy. Like it's supposed to be insane.
I'm scared.
So I'm a little worried about that shit. So I think, I don't know.
Was it like, did they have like any medical issues, these kids?
No, so this
just nap the whole
Yeah, everyone's just knocked the fuck out.
nap the whole entire time.
They're all like this, kumbaya.
I don't care about recess.
I think it kind of sucks though because like there are negative effects to how like marijuana affects children in like their brain development if you give it to them that early. So that's like a huge worry.
Oh fuck! And kids eat gummies full bears at a time. Oh shit! These guys were fucking high as a kite.
Or hopefully the taste, they spit it out.
Were they puking?
Blech.
There were some students that went to the school nurse saying that they felt sick and they complained of dizziness, but they don't mention what
Kids are too stupid to register it.
and that they were giggly.
Cute.
They're really giggly.
They kept laughing at everything. I bet you they live high every day. Just being a kid and the emotions and everything that you go through, you're just 24/7 high.
Yeah, this 9-year-old girl, she took it to school. She thought they were just candies. And then she was sharing with all her friends.
What a good kid. There's probably not that much though. It's not like they come in the huge gummy packs. There's only like a few in there.
Oh.
That's so funny. She stole Grandpa's. Like she just took it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the grandpa didn't say, here
Yeah.
you have.
I hope Grandpa doesn't get in trouble. Is this like a legal state?
Yeah, New Mexico. So it's fine. It is legal there, but
And what a good kid. Sharing the gummies? I would have never done that. as a
Fuck
child.
yeah.
Really?
Can I have some? No!
Just high as fuck.
You just don't put it out in public. You just eat it when they're not looking. You go in your backpack, got it. What are you eating? Nothing.
Just keep
Is that your technique?
No.
keep your Flamin' Hot Cheetos in your pockets.
That shit's crazy.
Fingers all red.
That's a very weird technique.
yeah, and then you just put it on the roof of your tongue and then just let it like melt and you don't chew anything.
See, I'm not the shady one.
What the fuck is that?
Wait, where did you guys live? In a prison? What's going on?
I know.
Like, I'm really confused.
When you grow up in the hood, you gotta learn how to hide shit that you don't want people to steal from you.
Yeah.
I think I hear a fucking Pringle crunching. Like, is that what happened? Like, what's going on? Somebody have Pringles and shit? No.
Oh my god.
Have you seen someone try to eat a chip and keep it quiet? That's just hella funny.
You smash it with the roof of your mouth and your tongue.
Yeah.
You gotta like let it
You just soak it up too, so it doesn't crunch. You put saliva on it.
Yeah, see, you guys all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because I eat in class. When you're just like when the teacher's not looking.
Oh man, they need to invent quiet chip bags.
Oh, what would that
You just gotta
look
fucking
like?
open up your zippers hella loud when you chew on it.
It sounds like a technique. Don't act like you just thought of it right now.
No, because I didn't like snacks when I was
What?
I wasn't a big sweets person. I didn't really like chips that much either. I just like food, like burgers. And burgers don't make noise.
But it's also hard to eat a burger in class.
You would think so, huh?
Yeah, and so the school, once they found out who was the girl who brought it into the class, then they were able to trace it back to the grandpa and found out that that's how she obtained it. And they just sent out.
Was she high too?
They said that all the kids were sent home, but that they didn't have any lasting symptoms.
Oh.
They were just.
He just went home and just munched on a whole shit ton of food.
Slept forever. So the parents were like,
Happy.
Clean your room,
They can be like, when did you buy
Jeremy.
these?
Chill out, Mom.
He turns into a 4-year-old surfer? No, man.
Chill out, mom. Dude, it'll just clean itself. What the fuck is wrong with my kid?
The mess is just a figment of your imagination.
The first time I smoked weed, it was like swag, pretendo-ish. It wasn't.
What's swag?
It was like low quality weed.
Oh, okay.
Like stress.
Buy
Dirt
like,
weed?
Yeah, $5, and then you get a bunch. So I smoked that, and then we went to McDonald's, and we just kept eating and eating, and I was like, I don't feel high. I just feel hungry.
First time you never feel it.
No, they kept getting me to smoke more, and I'm like, I don't feel anything. And then the first time I smoked some chronic,
I think you were gonna say crack for a little bit.
That's what I thought too.
my friend's brother had a car that he was working on the driveway, so we just went in there, we hotboxed that thing, and we started laughing for like hours. Like I just couldn't stop laughing, and I couldn't control myself. And then he had a grandma that was on she had a stroke, so she was on a wheelchair, and then
What is this picture right now? I'm sorry.
There's a lot of things happening right now.
so his grandma's in a wheelchair, right? And she's basically like looking at us from the
Window?
from the living room window, and then you can see her going like that, and I'm just like the whole time we're laughing like, oh my god, your grandma knows we're high.
Was she just screaming at the window?
Yeah, because she had a stroke, so she can't speak.
Oh.
So she's just like
She couldn't even tattle on you guys.
But why was she screaming though?
I don't know. I was like, that's why it was so funny.
A lot of people scream like that. So my friend, when I went to their
When they
house,
have a stroke?
yeah, I don't know what happens, but he had a screaming grandma all the time. It was pretty scary. You're just screaming.
Oh. It's the only way they can communicate now, maybe.
That story had the weirdest imagery. I just pictured this garage with with somebody under the car fixing it while you guys are fucking hotboxing this car, and I grab. I'm like, dude,
It was pretty fucking weird, dude. Yeah, we were like sitting in the car, like there was 3 of us, and we were just smoking and laughing our brains out, and then his grandma's just staring directly at us and screaming at us.
You know what's the funniest thing? It's because I've never smoked, is when other people would get high around me, and this is like the first time they ever smoke, and they're like, dude, this shit doesn't even affect me, and they're acting fucking weird. I'm like, you're high as fuck, bro. You know what I mean? But they keep denying it constantly. I'm not even.
That was your cousin, dude.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Look at you.
He's like upside down drooling.
And they're so adamant about it too. It's like, dude, this shit doesn't even fucking work.
That's like drunk people. I'm not drunk. You know, like just like, I'm not drunk, okay?
Yeah. And I was always the sober one who was just observing everybody. I'm like, this is interesting.
I don't smoke that much anymore because
How old were you when you smoked with
when I first started, I think I was around 13 maybe or 14ish. But when I discovered it, I was like, oh my god, what? Damn, no wonder people do drugs.
Really? Because for me it was the opposite. I'm like, who would ever smoke? Like this feels gross. Like I don't like this. I didn't.
Oh, I loved it. I felt like I was going into a different dimension, and I was like, damn, like everything on weed is better. Like remember that movie Half Baked with Dave?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how they're like, have you ever did this on weed? Like that's really how everything felt like better with weed. So I would smoke every fucking day, and then it got to the point where like I wouldn't get munchies anymore. I just needed to smoke so I could go to sleep or just live.
Good job. You're tenacious.
I didn't even feel normal unless I smoked, right? And then I started getting paranoid as fuck every time I smoked.
No, really?
Yeah, it got to the point where I'm smoking and I'm all like, man, the government is watching. And then we would be talking for hours about like how the government's watching, how we got enemies, and like we gotta watch out because people might be your friend or whatever. And then we're just like, yeah, that's why we gotta do this. It's like it got really fucking weird, right?
This is like during the most unsuccessful point of your life. where the government.
I was like 14 or 15.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what's stupid? Why the fuck would the government want a 15-year-old, right? No, but we're like seriously there. Like we might as well had fucking foil on our heads.
Yeah.
But we're just in a garage just talking like, yeah, man, the government, they're out to get everybody, man.
Why are potheads like that? Because I knew that people like that too when I was younger. They're like you. They have to smoke to like live.
Just live, yeah.
And then they just sit around like, yeah, man, the government's against it.
That's a side effect. You get paranoid.
It's weird. And they're like, yeah, Ron Paul, we're gonna do this. And
Everyone
that.
loves Ron Paul.
Yeah. And then like, but they talk about it, but they don't do shit.
See, I don't have anything against like specific drugs personally. I just don't like. I think I have a fear of, like I say, I have a kid, right, and he constantly smokes weed. I have a fear of that kid being dependent on that to feel normal. I just want them to feel normal whenever, and if you want to take it recreationally, that's cool. You know, but if you have to smoke it every day to feel normal, that's weird, dude.
Yep. But I had to take random piss tests because I got caught for like a graffiti. So then my PO would like have me piss, and I'm like, oh fuck, I gotta stop smoking weed because then I could go to jail if I got.
Yeah, because it's like conceptually for anything like painkillers, or you know, a lot of people too take painkillers every day just because they feel like they need it. That's anything like Tylenol or any type of like
caffeine,
like medication or drugs. Like I just don't really like it as much.
Fucking addicted as shit to caffeine. I realize.
Yeah, even that. That's why I don't drink much caffeine anymore.
I cold turkey stopped caffeine for like 3 days. And then I was like fucking getting really like angry and antsy and weird.
Did you get those migraines? I had bad migraines.
No, I didn't get the migraine. I've had those caffeine migraines before, but I was like, man, this is so weird. I was getting sad as hell. And then I drank a cup of coffee and I was like, this is great. Life is a motherfucking awesome.
Right now she's trying not to drink coffee like in that type of dose, like caffeine. So she's only taking like matcha or something a little more mild. But before, because she would drink like 3 cups of coffee a day, and she had to, like, we'd be on a Saturday, we have nothing to get done and we're just gonna chill. She goes, oh my god, I need a cup of coffee. I'm like, why? It's a fucking Saturday, you're not going to work. And she goes, I need it. I'm like, nah, you're not getting it.
It feels like you never really woke up.
Yeah.
Or like it's weird.
Just chill out. Like you're.
Yeah, Casey's like that too right now. He's like on a caffeine trip. Like every hour I see him with a new cup. I'm like, you gotta calm down.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Actually causes acid reflux. I had a teacher like that.
Yeah, if you have a tendency for acid reflux, chocolate, coffee, all that shit, fatty food, spicy, basically you're fucked. Me, you know. So
I had that when I was pregnant. It's horrible.
Just drink a little bit of apple cider vinegar.